Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Hawks. A decent start to the season. They're 7th in the conference, but hoping to climb higher.
Well, right now for the Hawks, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point. And for the Hawks, Johnson at the 4 with Capella at the 5. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's Risacher in at the 3, small forward. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Graham. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Here's Risacher. Capella, screen on McDaniels. 5 to shoot. Right wing. Here's Young. And that one hits the back iron. And here's Randle. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
They just couldn't get into a rhythm offensively. They didn't shoot it well and also didn't get the best of looks.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
And Atlanta with possession here. Following the score by Minnesota. And Capella gets it to go.
Inside, Capella's physical ability makes the difference. He can get vertical, bump with you, whatever it takes.
Conley passes to Gobert. Outside Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly. He's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes.
No good on the free throw. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
And he sinks the second. And 6-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate. And they've swayed the outcome of games.
Here's Risacher. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Johnson passes to Daniels. Capella, screen on Edwards. The Hawks need to get one up here. And it's Capella with the jam.
Another dunk in the career of Clint Capella, and he's got a lot of them.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Edwards with it, and Capella picks him up defensively.
A quality defender, Capella uses his size and reach to erase shots. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Hawks have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Johnson a screen on Conley. There's Young with the 3, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
For 3, Conley. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, one of the best in the business, Rudy Gobert.
Outside Johnson. Screen by Capella. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Timberwolves. Now we get a chance to check some stats for Jalen Johnson.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find his stroke tonight.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Outside Edwards. Here's the pick. Pass to Randall. The 3 is up. Sends it home from three-point land. Randall's got 8.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
Here's Capella. Young with it. Back to Capella. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Capella's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. And so Conley will bring it up for the T-Wolves. First chance of the season for them to go up against Atlanta.
And somewhat surprisingly, the club split their 2 meetings last year.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these 2 teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
Hawks trail by 4. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. 3-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league.
And the 2K leaderboard, looking at the best when it comes to field goal percentage. In the 3rd spot, Rudy Gobert.
He's been fantastic scoring the ball, shooting it at a high clip.
And Atlanta with possession here. Trailing by 4. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game. And we have to take another look at that block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Johnson passes to Young. Six on the shot clock. Right at the free throw line. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Pass to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Capella. Back to Gobert. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Ricochet. McDaniels covering. Young with it. Driving in. And Gobert with a block.
There is a reason his nickname is the Stifle Tower. Send it back, Rudy. That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Randall can't hit.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Daniels passes to Young. Out to the right wing. Capella, screen on Conley. Here's Young. And it's Young again missing.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Randall outside. The 3. Capella with a rebound. Hawks trail by 4. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Ricochet. He can't hit that time. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. McDaniels passes to Conley. Outside Edwards. 4-3. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2. Atlanta's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Ricochet. McDaniels covering. And there's a pick. Johnson passes to Young. To stop the drought. McDaniels with the rebound.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Randall. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. The Hawks trailing. Left side, Young. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
That's his second make in 7 attempts. Not a pretty start.
Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys. And he hasn't really had that.
And the Hawks making a change here. Hunter's checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for McDaniels. Free throw, no good for Young. And Grant, by now, many of the questions we had coming into the season have been answered.
Oh, no question, B.A. But it's still a long way to go. We know how much can change over the course of a season, so I wouldn't be surprised if a contender or two has yet to emerge.
Now here's Conley. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. And it's good for 2.
Well, smart shot selection from Mike Conley, right? Just get into your mid-range bag and complete the play. He does so there.
Young, the pass to Daniels. This one for 3. Young can't hit.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Outside Johnson. And here's Hunter from the arc. Can't hit that one. Minnesota leading by 6. The drive by Randall. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Johnson.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
He misses the free throw. You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move, Doris.
He does like to use that on the interior against taller players to get enough separation. But the number of finishing moves that guy has off the spin, it is really an effective tool.
And the second free throw is good.
It seems to me Julius Randle improves every season, and the more responsibility he's given, it seems the better he performs.
Now here's Young. He's got 5. Capella, screen on Conley. Young from long range. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Picked by Gobert. To the paint. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Gobert's got 6 points.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Daniels. And Krejci subbed in for Young. Hawks trail by 9. Outside Hunter. Okongwu, a screen on Ingles. Here's Hunter. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Randall. In his last outing, 16 points for him.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
Here's Krejci. DiVincenzo covering. Hunter against Ingles. The kick out to Johnson. Three-pointer. Randall pulls down the board. Minnesota leading by 7. Pass to Alexander Walker. He buries it from 3.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
And the Hawks shooting around 32% to begin this game. Stolen by Ingles. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's Krejci. Still without a bucket. Outside Hunter. Here's the 3. Drills it from deep.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. DiVincenzo pass to Randall. Bogdanovich against Ingles. Pass to DiVincenzo. Shot on the wing. The rebound by Atlanta. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Here's Randall following the score by Atlanta. Outside, Ingles. To the inside. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Here's Krejci. Pass to Hunter. And here's Okongwu. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one. An easy 2 on the layup. And now an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
It's impossible to win when you give up second and third chances to score.
Krejci, the pass to Hunter. Okongwu, a screen on Ingles. Shoots from the elbow. Hunter, good. Hunter's got 7 points.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Ingles. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Johnson, a screen on Ingles. Hunter. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Right side, DiVincenzo. Down low. Here's Randall. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He's got 15.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And so it's Minnesota in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be back in a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They started this one on a mission to own their offensive rebounds, outworking the defense to win back the ball and get second chance shots.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Here's Alexander Walker. Bogdanovich and Riza Shea, the wingmen. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Onyeka Okongwu. And it's Krejci in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Now Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 6. Off target from three-point range. Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Hunter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Over the last few years, Atlanta struggled defensively, Grant.
Yeah, the Hawks haven't been better than 20th in defensive rating since 2017. They've had some great offensive teams during that time, but their defense has held them back.
The first free throw is good. And Doris, some use the term stocks to add up steals and blocks. Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama's stocks are through the roof.
Well, in fact, since the turn of the century, only 5 rookies ever have averaged over 3, quote, stocks per game. Victor and Chet are both on that list. And listen, if you're a passionate NBA fan, you are so excited about these two young men. The size and the skill and the eye-popping things they're doing on a nightly basis. NBA is in good hands.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Nice shot by DiVincenzo. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Outside Bogdanovich. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And Bogdanovich is known for his offense, specifically his ability to make defenses pay with his incredible jumper.
Outside Reed. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Reed's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Krejci, the pass to Hunter. Here's Krejci. Launches it. Nails it from beyond the arc. Krejci's got 5 points.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a three-pointer. That's a bad decision.
DiVincenzo, pass to Reed. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to McDaniels. Fires for 3. Knocks down the long J. McDaniels got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Oh, Mr. McDaniels with the response. How competitive is this guy?
Okongwu against Reed. Okongwu, the pass to Bogdanovich. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Outside Reed. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. Outside McDaniels. Fires from deep. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Outside Hunter. Okongwu, a screen on McDaniels. Hunter passes to Okongwu. Count the basket.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Reed. McDaniels with it. Reed, a screen on Hunter. Here's McDaniels. Back to Reed. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Hunter. It's a one-on-one situation. A nice shot by Krejci. Krejci's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, excellent work in transition. Pushing the ball up the floor like that helps you find easier shots.
DiVincenzo, pass to Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. And he takes the feet in stride and slams it home.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. So Hunter will go to the free throw line. Jaden McDaniels picks one up. Atlanta shooting their fourth attempt at the line tonight. Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards comes in for Ingles.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good. Hunter.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
Outside Edwards. It's good. Edwards. What strength.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Brief pause. Here are the most difficult teams to score against over the last 10 games. The Timberwolves, number 1.
Over this last stretch, their defense has been airtight. The opponents have had a tough time executing at the offensive end.
Young looking for an opening. And there's the lob. And a slam dunk by Capella.
A threat to hammer home the alley-oop. Capella, his timing on these plays is tremendous.
Edwards against Bogdanovich. Outside Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Bogdanovich.
Guys, I think Anthony Edwards has got all the makings of not only a star in this league, but a superstar. Big frame, can score it, can board it, can handle it. Put him in any position on the floor, this guy can be successful.
First free throw is good. More and more we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
Anthony Edwards is a physical force. This guy has the frame and the game to be an elite two-way player.
Unloads from 13. It doesn't go for him.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field.
Pass to Gobert. Oh, the tower with the power move.
I love that Rudy left no doubt. Show off that power, Rudy.
Young, the pass to Nance. And here's Bogdanovich. Back to Nance. Hunter on the wing. There's Bogdanovich with the three. Buries it from three. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket on the night.
And this is why Bogdanovich is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
Here's Edwards. Edwards, so good inside.
He's turned it on here in the second quarter, getting his offensive game on track.
Hawks trail by 14. Now here's Bogdanovich. 5 points in the game. Hunter, a screen on Edwards. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Boy, Naz Reid able to concentrate and finish despite incredible defense.
DiVincenzo against Young. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Outside Hunter. There's the double team with Alexander Walker. Nance outside. Back to Hunter. Clock at 6. Pass to Young. Fires the three. Oh! Trey virtually automatic from deep.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Inside. Here's Reed. Over to the wing. Here's Alexander Walker. Off target from outside. Hawks trail by 13. Hunter on the wing. Covered by Alexander Walker. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. And the upcoming schedule for the Minnesota Timberwolves. On Wednesday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets.
And for that game against the Thunder, it's never easy facing off with the best in the West. But if they somehow can win that one, it'll be huge for their confidence.
Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Daniels comes in for Bogdanovich. Randall, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Alexander Walker. Screen by Capella. Here's Daniels. That three's off the mark. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for Minnesota. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Boy, don't let the small frame fool you. Mike Conley so tough on the interior.
Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw drops for Conley.
Boy, Mike Conley has always been such a steadying influence, a respected leader. Doesn't matter what team he's on.
Risache, he's checked in for Hunter. The Timberwolves also with a sub. McDaniels checked in. And Conley drops them both.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. Fearless Trey Young.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Conley passes to Randall. Outside Edwards. Three-pointer. No rebound by Atlanta. On the wing, Daniels. Guarded by Edwards. Daniels passes to Johnson. Conley against Young. To the middle. Here's Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
Yeah, at the offensive end, more often than not, you'll find Capella at the rim.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Now here's Edwards. Launches a three. Edwards on target. Hawks trail by 14. Outside Young. Pass to Johnson. Young against Conley. Young, the pass to Capella. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
They're such a bruising physical player. Capella is often tough to guard without fouling.
It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
Shoot two.
That's good from Capella.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
And so he's able to get one of two.
They're one of the best rim runners in the game. Capella is underappreciated at times because he doesn't fit the mold of the modern big. But he rebounds, defends, and takes shots he knows he can make.
There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
.51 left to play in the first half. Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. Up and over Conley. Young won't be held back.
Scoring well this quarter. Picking up steam as he goes.
Minnesota leading by 14. Outside Conley. Randall inside. Covered by Johnson. Count it. Randall's got 20.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Here's Young. Inside. It's Trae Young.
And they seem to have found a nice groove here in the second period.
Minnesota's gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Conley finds McDaniels. Gobert against Capella. Gobert passes to Conley. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. This will be his third free throw attempt of the game.
Mike Conley at the line for one.
Free throw drops for Conley. Young with it. He's got 14. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Daniels. Guarded by Edwards. To the inside. And there's Young. That's good. On the assist by Johnson. Young's got 16 points. And And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. 30 seconds left to play in the second quarter. No good on the three. Hawks trail by 15. On the wing, Daniels. Guarded by Edwards. Capella, the pass to Young. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Randall's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Edwards. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Edwards has got 11 here in the quarter alone.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, leading by 17 at the end of the period. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. Back to the game after this break.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Their offense may get the credit for the lead, but they've set the tone with their rebounding.
I give it the Shaq stamp of approval. They've been the schoolyard bullies today.
And next up on the docket, a look at some upcoming games. For the Celtics, they'll be up against the Magic in Orlando. 7 p.m. Eastern is the tip-off.
It's one to watch, kind of a heavyweight matchup.
That's my favorite.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Julius Randle has been sensational.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Jaden McDaniels out there with Julius Randle. And it's Gobert in at the 5. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Trey is dangerous, man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I've worked too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. Free throw is good. Young.
And Trae Young's attitude on the floor is so striking. He's got this unbreakable edge to him. He's super competitive and is ready to scrap with you.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Minnesota with the ball. The lead is 15. Conley passes to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. Capella with a rebound. And for the Hawks, they're shooting it well. Almost 50% from the floor. Daniels passes to Capella. Up top, Young. Here's Daniels. Capella, screen on Edwards. Here's Daniels, guarded by Edwards. Outside Johnson. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Randle, left side. And it's Randle with with the jam.
Boy, Julius Randle is getting to his spots and starting to really cook.
Hawks trail by 17. Young, the pass to Johnson. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. And there's a defensive 3-second call. This will be his third trip to the free throw line.
One's out.
And the technical free throw is good. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Rizachet. McDaniels covering. Just 5 on the clock. Capella, screen on Conley. From deep. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, offensively, Capella's game is grabbing offensive boards. You have to put a body on him.
Pass to Gobert. Now Conley releases. It's rebounded by Rizachet.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
From the arc. Nails it from 3.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
The Timberwolves lead by 11. Randle outside. Outside Edwards. McDaniels from long range. Pure from 3-point range. McDaniels got 9.
You have to anticipate those quick release opportunities. Jaden McDaniels ready on the catch.
Capella, screen on Conley. There's Young with the 3, and the slam dunk by Capella.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. 17 points was their biggest margin. Outside Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Randle. Now Conley from downtown. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle. Randle's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Well, Mike Conley has proven a consistent 3-point shooter in his career. Get a hand up, folks.
Here's Young. Capella controls the rebound and the putback.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Conley against Young. They set the pick. From 8 feet. Hey, rejected by Capella. Here's Rizachet. McDaniels covering. And Rizachet gets it to go.
Yeah, defensively, if you come off someone, Young will find him.
Outside Conley. Back to Edwards. Rebounded by Daniels.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And Rizachet gets it to go.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, in a year with...
Oh! Edwards with the highlight reel jam.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Hawks trail by 10. Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. Outside Johnson. Shot from 12. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Randle deciding where to go with it. pick by Gobert. Shot from the top of the key. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. And now it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
Now, guys, over the years, we've seen Randall become a much more aggressive scorer. You love his tenacity.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. We look at our 2K leaderboard for assist. Numbers from the past month of play. Number 1, Trae Young.
His teammates trust that if they get open, he will find them. They're really in a groove right now.
Here's Young. He's got 19. Pass to Shea. Back to Young. Here's Shea. The three is up. Offensive rebound. Oh, wow!
Time after time, it's been Capella. He's doing damage.
Gobert with it. Pass to Conley. Shoots over Young. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Daniels, guarded by Edwards. Here's Shea. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Minnesota. McDaniels got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Conley. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. Atlanta making some changes. Hunter's checked in for Daniels. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Trae Young. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. DiVincenzo comes in for Conley. Hawks trail by 10. Outside Bogdanovic. Here's Shea, covered by Alexander Walker. Here's Shea. Give him 8 points now. Pulls it from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Randall's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to McDaniels. Outside, DiVincenzo. Outside, Alexander Walker. Inside. Here's Gobert. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Shea, covered by Alexander Walker. Here's Shea. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Jaden McDaniels picks one up. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
No good on that one. And out on the wing, Zach Rizachet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
Ingles, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Good on the second one.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut it.
Minnesota leading by 9. And here's Randall. 24 points for him. The kick out to Ingles. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Johnson.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Bogdanovich finds Capella. Down low. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Ingles. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Hawks trail by 9. To the paint. Randall against Johnson. Outside Bogdanovich. Hunter, screen on Ingles. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. 17 points was their biggest margin. Bogdanovich against DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. Lets it go from deep. Hunter with the rebound.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Outside Johnson. Gobert against Capella. Outside Bogdanovich. 4 on the clock.
And credit to Bogdanovich for not giving up there. He gets a shot off and wins a foul for his trouble.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Bogdanovich.
They're one of the more consistent scorers in the NBA. Bogdanovich is an asset for this team.
Reed's checked in for Minnesota. And so Bogdanovich nails them both.
They've definitely made free throws look easy here in the second half.
Now DiVincenzo. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Ingles from outside. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist.
3 points.
Randall's got his 4th assist in this one.
So you've got to chase Joe Ingles off that three-point line because he is lethal.
Okongwu finds Bogdanovich. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Bogdanovich has got 10 points in the game. The Timberwolves lead by 7. Now here's Alexander Walker. 5 points in the game. Pass to Reed. The 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Krejci, the pass to Hunter. Nice D from Reed.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Down low. And it's Randall that time on the assist by Ingles. And now a 12-point Timberwolves lead. 1:51 left in the third. Here's Krejci. DiVincenzo covering. Krejci, the pass to Johnson. Pass to Krejci. Back to Hunter. There's the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Outside Reed. Now Ingles. Randall outside. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. Reed, good.
Yeah, Naz Reid, aware that ball hits my hands, I've got to be ready to rise and fire.
Outside Bogdanovich. Hunter in the post. Randall's there. Pass to Krejci. And here's Johnson. And the Hawks with another three.
Collecting plenty of second chance points this half. That alone can keep a team in a game.
There's 47 seconds left in the third. Over to the left wing. Randall against Johnson. The three, DiVincenzo. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. DiVincenzo's gotten his third basket of the night. Here's Krejci. 7 points in the game. Stolen by Reed. Randall, the pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. To the middle. The rebound by Krejci. Pass to Hunter. Now here's Okongwu. Here's Krejci. DiVincenzo covering. Bogdanovich with it. Takes the three. That shot missing. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Timberwolves ahead, up 11. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Hawks trail by 11. Filling out the wings is Bogdanovich and Hunter. Onyeka Okongwu is out there with Larry Nance. And it's Wallace in at the 1. So that's the Hawks 5. Hunter finds Nance from behind the arc. That one doesn't drop. Bogdanovich against DiVincenzo. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Wallace outside. To the wing on the left. Outside Hunter. Okongwu, a screen on DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Here's Dillingham. Watched by Wallace. Here's Reed. That shot, no good. Good D by Okongwu. Outside Hunter. Pass to Bogdanovich. Hunter, the screen from outside the arc. Dillingham with a rebound. Minnesota leading by 11. To the inside. And Reed with a basket on the assist from Dillingham.
Well, the high percentage opportunity. Naz Reid on the inside.
Now Hunter. Nance outside. Wallace outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. Into the lane. The rebound by the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo's got his 4th rebound in this one. The three-pointer off the mark. Hawks trail by 13. Wallace with it. Nance outside. Pass to Hunter. Counted.
It always helps to have a big who is willing to find open teammates. Larry Nance proving how unselfish he can be.
Here's Dillingham. Watched by Wallace. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. Dillingham was the sixth man during his lone college season, Grant, and he proved to be instant offense.
Oh, he's got elite speed. He's great at creating space, and he's incredibly shifty. You know, he reminds me of Lou Williams in terms of physique and ability.
Matthews, he's checked in for the Hawks.
One shot.
And that one misses. The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Inside is Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Here's Dillingham, defended by Bogdanovich. Outside, DiVincenzo. Reed against Okongwu. And Nas Reed has proven to be a matchup nightmare for opposing big men, Doris.
He has, PA, and the reason is he's bigger and stronger than most four men. Traditional fives are too slow to stay with him. He can space you out to the three-point line, or he can punish you on the inside. Nas has got big-time game.
And he drops it first.
Nas Reed is the perfect modern big man. He can stretch you to distance. He will rebound consistently, but he can also put it on the deck and catch you off guard if you let him.
And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in. And that's good as he hits both shots.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth, and that one drops.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
Here is DiVincenzo. The kick out to Edwards. Edwards, no problem with the contact.
And that's strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Bogdanovich passes to Okongwu. Back to Bogdanovich. Oh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Team first. At the line for your Hawks, Bogdanovich. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Bogdanovich. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Ingles is checked in. He's off on the second.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
DiVincenzo on the wing, guarded by Young. Edwards against Hunter. Now here's Edwards, guarded closely. Can't hit from in close. Hawks trail by 12. Hunter passes to Okongwu. Now Bogdanovich. Pass to Nance. Young with it. 6 to shoot. Now here's Bogdanovich. DiVincenzo covering. Beyond the arc. And Bogdanovich is good for 3. Bogdanovich has got 9 points here in the second half.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Now DiVincenzo. Outside, Ingles. Reed to screen on Nance. It's Ingles with the drive. Good D by Kangwoo.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
With the crossover, Bogdanovich up top. Releases. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
This speaks to the level of confidence Bogdanovich possesses, looking to shoot immediately off the catch.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Reed to screen on Hunter. Alexander Walker, the pass to Reed. Offline with a 3. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. 7-point differential. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And they'll be reaching the back half of a 4-game home stretch. Pass to Bogdanovich. Okongwu, a screen on Edwards. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. Alexander Walker grabs the board.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Now Edwards, defended by Bogdanovich. To end the drought. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Here's Bogdanovich. Nance outside. Outside Hunter. On target from range. Hunter's got 5 points in the quarter.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Johnson comes in for Nance. Risachet, he's checked in for Hunter. And Daniels is subbed in for Bogdanovich. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Ingles. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Hawks trail by 6. Pass to Johnson. And here's Capella, defended by Gobert. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 11 so far in the 4th. Here's Edwards. Poke loose. Now Young with a steal. Here's Risachet. McDaniels covering. Here's Young. Outside Johnson. Young with a screen on Randall. Pass to Risachet. Over McDaniels. Risachet, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Randall with it. Outside Conley. Picked by Gobert. Back to Randall. Shoots over Johnson. And it's Randall that time. On the assist by Conley. Randall's got 28.
Well, the effectiveness of Julius Randle, wherever he is on the floor, the mid-range, one of those tools in the toolbox.
And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Johnson passes to Young. Back to Johnson. Pass to Young. 5 on the clock. Here's Risachet. Takes a 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got assist number 7 tonight. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Conley passes to Gobert. And Clint Capella picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. McDaniels up top. Outside Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. And the layup is good off the glass. Edwards got 6 in the quarter.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Young against Conley. And that one's good. Young.
You see the trust Young's guys have in him. When they need a bucket, he gets it for them.
Randall, pass to McDaniels. Now Edwards. Tipped away. It's Daniels with a drive. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And how about Daniels embracing the spotlight? He loves hitting these big-time shots.
Randall outside. The kick out to Edwards. 5 to shoot. Let's go with a 3. Hits the trifecta. Edwards has got 11 points here in the second half.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Young against Conley. Outside Young. Pass to Daniels. Screen by Capella. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Randall a screen on Young. Conley against Young. And here's McDaniels for 3. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Daniels. And Gobert with a block.
Almost inescapable, that 7'9" wingspan. Send it back, big Rudy Gobert.
Randall, the pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
Shooting for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards. At the line for 1.
Good, Edwards. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. They trail by 9. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Minnesota on D. 17 points was their biggest margin. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, rugged play by Capella, going through the foul and creating an and-one opportunity.
At the line for Atlanta, Clint Capella. 1 shot.
That's good from Capella. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home. And he's now got the double-double.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Defensive foul. Rudy Gobert. His fourth. Team starter. At the line for your Hawks. Clint Capella. Shooting one.
The free throw off from Capella. And so it's Minnesota with it. 6-point lead. Edwards, no good.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
And this is why Young is a go-to guy. He can get it done even under the toughest circumstances.
Defensive foul. Rudy Gobert. Hits fifth. Fourth team foul. One shot.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
His fourth. Team's fifth. At the line for the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards. Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
As he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second.
Anthony Edwards has all the skill and attributes to be one of the best in the league. But these are the moments, if you're going to be in that company, you've got to make foul shots.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Young, the pass to Capella. Up and over Conley. Cash. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
At the line for the Timberwolves. Two shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Great job at the line, and it's now a 2-possession game.
Pass to Daniels, puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota, and they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Mike Conley, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
Here's Daniels. So it's Minnesota picking up the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and